Looking at the classroom or the teaching salary, it was nothing to write home about. Entrepreneurship is not about money, it's about solutions. I didn't know how to keep my books. I didn't know how to do a lot of things. I don't advise anybody to use huge sums of money to start a business. So at the end of the month, you're able to get, the workers even want to get more than you, the owner. I'm a woman. I am here since 2 a.m. You are a man. And you expect me to work and pay you. That's fine. So I just hung up thinking he will just rush and come. We finished the work. He was nowhere to be found.
Welcome to today's episode of My Business Story, where real entrepreneurs share the raw, unfiltered journey behind their brands. We explore the moment that shaped their hustle, the challenges they've overcome, and the lessons they are still learning. Whether you are building your own business or just love a good story, you are in the right place. Let's get into it.
Hi, my name is Joya, team lead for Nigerian Love Enterprise, trading as Joya Foods on the market. At Joya Foods, we produce foods that harness life. Food harness life to help people live well. I got the inspiration during the COVID era. And as an early childhood educator, going into the classroom, I encountered a lot of things which was an eyesore, not in the private school, but rather the public school. We being teachers, then junior teachers, we were being sent around and doing all the menial jobs in the school. It was actually a headache for me, so I decided to do something. And God being so good, COVID came. So during the COVID, I decided to do something on my own. At that time, there was a surge in sanitizers and those stuff. So I learned sanitizers and liquid soap through YouTube. So I started selling. But during the time or after the COVID, it became an issue because it wasn't going like it used to be. So quickly, I had to divert. So I had a friend who advised me to look at a sector where I will fit. Actually, I got confused because I wanted to go back to the classroom. But then it was like, are you doing the business or doing what? So we did the research on coconuts and looking at the gap in that industry, I decided to go into it. At a point, I had to put an end to it and then got a job at NIA. But working with NIA for also a year, I was like, no, I have to come back to what I was doing and concentrate. And it's been a breakthrough for me. So the mindset was looking at the classroom or the teaching salary. It was nothing to write home about. As a teacher, I don't know if you've ever heard a story of a teacher before. The salaries are not actually good. I'm not talking about a pupil teacher, I'm talking about a trained teacher. They're actually not good. And my perception was to go and get money. But looking at what I receive at the end of the month, from like my gross to my net, to me, it wasn't something that can help my future. So whatever I had from the classroom, that is what I used to start the business. But at a point, I realized that no, the business wasn't supposed to, like, they buy, you spend, they buy, you spend. No, that wasn't how it's supposed to. So I got frustrated at a point and also went back to NIA to work. But looking at NIA to the stress over there, was like, no, I don't fit there. Let me come back to what I was doing. So when I came back, it was like, I have no knowledge about business. I didn't know how to keep my books. I didn't know how to do a lot of things. So God being so good, I had an opportunity from GIZ. Actually, I used to scout the internet for opportunities. So I first attended their digital marketing training. And since then, they also exposed me to a lot. Financial literacy, getting grants from Comfort, getting grants from GIZ. It's been like my backbone depended, or like the business depended on GIZ. And they were doing that because whatever they give me, they end up getting the results they wanted. So anything I fall back to them, they also fall back to me. And that is what has gotten me to where I am now. My then boyfriend supported me in so many ways. And I will say thank you to him and whoever has contributed to my business. My business has been like support from support. Like everybody, whoever comes my way, I don't know how it happens, they all come in to support. So to say 1 cedi or 2 cedi, I can't recall, but then imagine printing labels for somebody for a whole year. A lot goes into it. And then getting the raw material. So if for nothing at all, 1,000 Ghana cedis there I used, like from my own resources. But the resources from other people, like I can't count. There were so many, and I wasn't taking notes, as I said earlier, because I didn't know about financial literacy. It was like, take this 1,000, take this 2,000, take this. A lot of money came to me, but just that I couldn't manage it well. Yeah, but at the moment, the money that comes into the business, the little knowledge I have, I know. Yeah. So currently we have part-time, those who are in the farm. We have like 5 of them. And then here for production, we have 4. So we are doing well, but we pray to add more. To say profitable is an understatement, because what comes into the business and what it does is more than profitable. I'm able to pay myself. I pay SNET for myself and my workers. We have medical bills for the workers as well. We've been able to do a lot. I don't have regrets in doing this, and in my next life, I think I pray to God that I should start it early, because I didn't know. It's been good. So at the end of the month, we are able to get minimum 5K as profit for the business. The coconut business has a lot of potentials, and most people's concentration is on the oil and also on the fresh coconut. And the sad aspect is that the concentration is even on the coconuts on the streets more than the processing. You can't take a fresh coconut to Wa, and getting the freshness from here to Wa is not actually accurate. So bottling it becomes so easy and also easy to transport. People also turns out to just dispose the waste, but this waste has been so good that my brother from Canada is now in Ghana turning the waste I am getting into cocoa pits. So myself has provided a business for myself, and my brother, who is also a reverend minister, is also using my waste. So the family as a whole has gotten something profitable from coconut. Apart from turning the waste, people also concentrate on using the brown hard coconut to sell the ebro on the streets. Meanwhile, this coconut is used for cream. It's used for desiccated coconut. It's used for flakes, the flour, the milk. So myself, if I should produce a coconut milk here or coconut cream here, I'm not only getting the cream, I'm also getting the flour, and you can find some here. We have flour around, yes. And this flour, some people call it a defatted coconut flour, because the fat has been taken out. And those on weight loss and those stuffs are using it so often. But because people are unable to process after, they will just sun dry it or just discard it. This same flour, I use it for a lot. My friend Edible Treats uses it for her baking, which she buys from me. And what I can say is that in the coconut industry, all you need is to invest. Just invest, and you get the right thing. Do your research and invest, because there's nothing wasteful in the coconut industry. Yes. Giving up always comes up. So when you start a business and you are small, you enjoy how you are able to control everything and manage everything. But as it stands here, it hasn't been easy because you have to wake up and think what you need to add. And recently, as we added the dried fruits, I have a dryer here. And with the dryer, we can't only dry coconuts. Other people bring their stuff to dry, but electricity, a lot goes into it. So having multiple products requires a lot of money. And where I stand now, the monies I need, I'm not sure if I had been in the classroom, I would have even thought of that money ever in my life. When you mention, let's say, 50,000, 100,000, I see it as a small money. After getting the machines, the money to reinvest, and also how to manage becomes a challenge. So in your small canna, you don't feel like giving up. But when you start growing or expanding, that is where you realize a small challenge. Where I'm going is very critical. So that is where the giving up comes in. But you can't just give up. You have to push. What keeps me pushing? A lot. A lot keeps me pushing because nobody, I mean nobody where I stand can give me what I want. But the business has shaped me into something else. I used to think very, very small. I used to think about feeding myself, sleeping, going to work. But this time, I think beyond that. Looking at the sacrifices I have made, that is what keeps me moving. Because there are times my grandpa will call me, "Mami, what Ghana yede?" Overall, who say, "Oh, the Babetna Germany, I have sika waka, me show." I'll be like, "Grandpa, bra ma brave pa na meja me chidie enye juma." And the other thing is that my workers, my staff, you can't just look at them and be like, "I'm closing down." It's actually a shame. And they also trust me so much, and they trust me that the trust is like, they see me to have some, I don't know if they see me as a magician, because things do happen. And you come and see me sitting here quietly. In the next few minutes, I've just sorted it out. So how they see me doesn't push me to give up. I've been fortunate to get good customers. Unfortunately for me, my customers are always based on referrals. And these customers goes as far as to sell the products. So my customers are like family to me, which I do appreciate so much. They see opportunity, they share with me. When there is something wrong, they call to tell me, advise me on the next step to take. But when it comes to the challenges, it's been workers. The challenges has been workers and then the regulatory bodies. But with the regulatory bodies, I don't want to say that has been part of Ghanaians. As small as I am, when you go there, I don't know how they expect you to walk in or appear. They tend to look down, especially those staffs. They tend to do some nyama things, and sometimes it's crazy. I just don't want to mention any name, but the way they handle staffs, it becomes so bad that they don't even know what you go through before getting the product. But for them, they feel like they are in their offices. So when you come to them, they have to do what they want, but not to do what is expected of them. So sometimes I fight them. I won't let you go free. I will fight you. And if I will tell you, I don't condone those things. I'll just put you at the right place, because they tend taking advantage of people, and it's been like, oh, Ghana, the normal. What's a penny pa? Where me, I don't tip because nobody tips me, and I'm even not a fan of that. But when it comes to workers, the sad aspect is that the workers even want to get more than you, the owner. Just recently, we had a worker here. And what happens is that he comes and sits here, sleep. And there are times you just notice that, is this guy okay? I will just approach him, ask, Charlie, are you okay? And that is when you realize that the person didn't even eat. So from morning to afternoon, you have to give him money to buy food. But it became like a norm, which I was okay, because working for me, I think I have to take good care of you. But at a point, there was one day they brought coconuts as early as 2 a.m. And these boys from the village brought the coconut to my house in the car. They picked me from my house and brought me here. They offloaded the coconuts. But before then, I communicated to them that it's Saturday. I know we don't come to work on Saturdays. I like it that way, unless it's exhibition. But for this one, kindly come. We don't use coconuts like for 3 days. They pluck it today, this day or the next day, we have to process. So I came here, sat, and the guys were washing the coconuts. Just come and help with the bottling. I think around 7. That is why I realized that, no, this guy wasn't here. So I called him. He didn't pick up. Just imagine. Later I called, he was on call waiting. He didn't return the call. I called again, and he was like, he didn't know he should come early. I was like, seriously? What, I've been here since 2 a.m. I'm a woman. I am here since 2 a.m. You are a man. And you expect me to work and pay you. That's fine. So I just hung up, thinking he would just rush and come. We finished the work. He was nowhere to be found. Fine. The next Monday, I wasn't here. The other staff came. I called to check up how things are going, only for them to tell me that he wasn't in here. So I asked them to call him. Maybe he's sick. They called him and was like, "Okoye Ghana card." So I just kept quiet, no reaction. Then the next morning, I sent him a message that you can't take this work for granted. This work has everything of me, and I can't sacrifice my work for you. So stay home. So I am okay. He didn't come to work again, not even to say I am sorry. So one of the girls called him and was like, why a bunny? Madam Makasa. And now one page, my own patch. He didn't. Only for like a few weeks, my friend came and that he met the guy, and the guy isn't working. Things are very difficult, so I should accept him. I said no. Later he called me. I asked him to come. But when he came, after what he did, he wanted the salary increments. You realize that last month he was here. Somebody also came, a lady who had a baby. I'm also a mother. And as young as you are, SS, me looking at what we do here, if we are to work with qualification, then I think nobody will work here. Because when you come and see us washing pineapples, washing coconuts, and carrying the things out there, it's not so easy. So for qualifications, I don't look so much into that. So with your SS, I called you, you applied, and looking at where you were staying, I thought that no, it was too far. You said you have a child. Efia told me to invite her. She came. Efia interviewed her here. I was with her. Efia was like, "Oh, Joyce, you know she's a mother. Only Obia and I was like, okay, that's fine." We recruited her. She started working. Like within 3 days, she would just see me and be looking under my legs. Or the initial minasi. So I quickly called Efia. Efia, girl, ni whom or show me feel minasi. What's wrong? And she was like, "Oh, the person." So Efia, you hold on. Until later, she called my girl, the production manager here. She's more or less like our manager here, Madam Finching. She told her that I am older than you, so don't instruct me to do anything here. She also told that another worker, I told them to slice ginger, only for me to call, "What's happening?" And Olivia was like, "Madam, Patricia saw on your shoe, or no, the no Baba Shaya Maya Juma when you chain. We were cutting coconuts. We don't use soap when we are peeling our coconuts. She used soap in our drums. So when they put the coconuts in, unfortunately, there was soap in there. So only for Victoria to detect. It was saying, we saw bubbles. I was, Vic, what's happening? And she questioned the said with the soap. So I pray that I get workers who will understand what I am doing. I understand, like those who understand my vision and go with what we are doing. For now, with the part-timers, they are okay. For financials, I won't say I have so much problem because I have had enough support from donor agencies, which I say I appreciate that. And my bank is, as I said, is always ready for whatever I need. Yeah.
Ghana is home to over 2 million small and medium enterprises, the heartbeat of our economy. But only a few ever break through beyond their neighborhoods, beyond their streets, beyond their cities. That's why my business story exists, to give these everyday businesses the voice, visibility, and platform they need to succeed. If you believe in supporting local dreams and growing African businesses, then please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's tell their stories together.
Initially, Accra was my main market. So a friend, Edible Treat, posted my coconut water on her status. And later she told me somebody wants coconut water. So I was like, from where? And she said, wah. And with that, I wasn't comfortable because this is a natural product which can't go far. So the lady called, and through our conversation, she requested for 3 packs. So I delivered. Later, she told me she wants to sell. So we struck the deal. And since then, she's been our main distributor in Wa. And as it stands now, we have like 6 shops in Wa, which every week, if not for nothing at all, we are able to sell like 300 bottles to Wa. So through her, she also introduced somebody at Bolga. And Bolga too, we have 3 shops at Bolga. Then from Bolga to Tamale. So it's like in a week, we are able to process maximum 530 bottles in a week. So in that week, we share it among the 3 northern regions. So the only markets we have in Accra is our referred customers, and we call them our star customers. And some of them are on medications. So for them, you know that this week, this is the quantity they are taking, like those on those orders. So we just process theirs for them specially. So you can just call us and say, I want coconut water, 5 bottles, 10 bottles. No, we don't do that. So you have to pre-inform us so that in our processing, we can add you. Because whatever we process, it goes away directly, yes. Oh, for the coconut flakes, you can just call and you get. For coconut oil, you call and you get. But for coconut water, as I said, it's only for those we are working for. So initially, we were using this freezer. And when it gets full, it becomes a challenge. So early this year, we had the challenges with power. And it was like after producing, you come up the next day and you realize that whilst you left, the lights were off. And these are fresh, no additive products, they all go bad. So it's continuously for 3 months and we lost over 3,000 bottles of coconut water. And just imagine 1 for 20 cedis and losing 3,000. So we had no other thing to do. I remember one Sunday after church, I was like, let me come and check on what we have because we did the production Saturday afternoon. I came here, I knelt here praying to God that, please, I don't want to receive any shock today. So I knelt down, prayed that God, please hold me. Even whatever I see in this freezer, don't let me collapse. I just opened it and bad smell. and I realized that everything was bad. So I came back to sit here wet. After that, I wiped my tears and went back home. So the next morning, I called my staff to take them off and discard it. So another one happened again. That is what forced us to buy this freezer. So the challenge was, I felt like, no, was it the freezer or the power? So we produced, it was full, actually full. So as we were about to close, Akwaba Yogotefia came in and was like, have you checked everything? I don't want any stories again. Only for me to check and realize that down there it has started going bad. So the next morning, I rushed to NASCO office at Dakuma Junction, bought this freezer. Yes, the same thing happened. So it became so much of a challenge that at a point we sent 500 bottles to WA. It was distributed to the shops, and the feedback was, no, they were bad. So we have to recollect all these things for them to discard. And so imagine transporting this from here to WA, looking at the containers, the styrofoam containers, 10 of it, then throwing them away. So that was my biggest challenge, the biggest and actually the very big thing I don't want to experience ever in my life again. So later this year, I think I had a grant and I went to purchase other freezers, which one is inside, and we sent one home, hoping that those things wouldn't happen. But at the moment, here is full, and we are looking forward to get a bigger space so that we can produce more. So when it happens like that, actually my dad is late, so I either call my mom or my grandpa. So that was when my grandpa got angry and was like, Mami Figana Nabra. Mami Figana, I said, Grandpa, mimba. I don't know what I'm coming there to do. One, that's you're waking up chasing buses over there and those taxes you've been paying over there. No, it's not my thing. And for here, no traffic, nothing. You come, you produce, you sell, you get what you want. You're able to also pay others as well. And I don't know what I'll be using these machines for after I collapse this. So they should allow me. So my grandfather was the only person who was supporting. So when it happens like that, I call, he will talk plenty, but at the end, send you something to where my current MP2 will come and be like, one time he came and was like, oh, Joe, shall I walk out the door? He said, Honorable, it's not my fault. For him as a man and a business man for himself, he was like, when he had dodo, mean to me, Mejuma way, see Mejuma, I will just collapse it. I was like, no, Honorable. And he just gave me a check, but he advised, let's find a solution to that. So we are hoping for the best. You see the way I'm laughing? Most often, when you wake up from bed and you see others on your phone, that's one there. Entrepreneurship is the best. But when you face challenges like this, you regret. The regret is there. But what do? It's not for the weak, as I would say, it's not for the weak, but just that you have to embrace yourself for whatever comes your way. And as we say, entrepreneurship is not about money, it's about solutions. That is why the problems come. I'm solving a problem, and this problem is all about value addition. Last year, I have a cat in the farm. I'll show you the real image. They were plucking the coconut and the cutlass fell from the top. I didn't see it coming. I was with my phone. All I heard was "ka," and I shouted. As it stands now, these part-time workers, anytime they see, Madam, they see Obesu. Just imagine. Before I opened my hand, blood, and it was just like a train. They rushed me on a motorbike once we were in the village. They stitched it, but it didn't work out well. So I have to come back to Accra to dress it. I think the nurses didn't dress it well, and it started getting going bad. I had to go to Kolebu for restitching. Throughout the Christmas, I was in the house. If you even give me tramadol, I will still wake up and be walking, crying with this hand. One thing I told myself was that, especially the guy who made this thing happen, I told them that, oh, don't feel bad. I feel like God is going to bless me, and this is going to be the sign or the symbol for my blessing. I think I was saying it for saying sake, but this year, upon the challenges, upon everything, the best of years in my journey, and I appreciate that, and I give God the glory, because we've purchased a lot of machines, we've done a lot, so that's how it goes. I'm even feeling so. Don't feel stuck, because when you go to the Western world, Europe, everybody, especially the Ghanaians going there, are doing more than 3 jobs. I have a friend who left and will be like, the hours they've given me is not enough. But you're in Ghana here, you go to work from 7 to 2. You come back and sleep. Yes, the salary is not the best, but I think you have to find a second job. You have to find something doing, because looking at our current economy, especially living on food, it's not easy. And how do a teacher build with the salary he or she is taking? My friends keep telling me, oh, they say, why are you, baby, I'm not rich. Just that whatever I have, I'm using it for something. But if I were to be in the classroom, I wouldn't have had that money. If we should mention 10,000 to have physical 10,000, 20,000 at hand in the classroom, I'm not sure I was going to see it unless I take a loan. I remember my late dad would be like, "Ejuma na akoye na so mfa so ne say na Australia so betimi agi loan na toka." Seriously. And as it stands now, my younger sister, who is a nurse, and the other one is also a teacher, they'll call you, "Oh, I only see you, Charlie Boshemi." I have another business called the Bounty Treats. I registered it for my younger sister. I produce for her. I sell. I'm using my money to run that business, do everything. But I just want to get it to a level where I will hand it over to her. So she herself she has a name on the certificate. She calls herself a CEO, but she doesn't even know how to peel orange. She doesn't know anything. But what she's so happy that I was able to do that for her. And I keep on advising them, whatever you want to do, let me know. I'll register the business for you. I'll start for you. When it gets to a point, I will leave your thing to you. I just want to manage it. Because when it comes to that, I am good in that. So when you are stuck, you shouldn't feel stuck. Start something. Start small. Even if it's 100 cedis, 200 cedis, I don't advise anybody to use huge sums of money to start a business. If you do that, when the business is collapsing, you will never see it. So whatever you see, whatever product you see, you realize that I'll start with something small. Before then, when I started, because those monies were not coming from me, they were supports. I didn't know how to go about it. But when you see my dry pineapple here, my friend advised me to do it. I was like, I'm not ready. And it became a challenge. So recently, I did a dried mango. A friend brought me a sack of mango. I produced it. I didn't sell. But I sat here, ate the mango every blessed day. I finished it. And my church members came to visit me, but when they came, I gave them some and they were like, oh, I didn't do it again. So this friend was like, the dry fruit has a lot of markets. You have the dryer, you have the slicer. You only need the fruits. Start. I hesitated for long. Just 3-4 weeks ago, it was like he's going for an exhibition in Germany. So he's begging me I should produce for him. He gave me a specific pineapple, which I wasn't getting. I traveled to one of the towns to get it produced, only for him to send me a response from the exhibition that the pineapple is the hit, man. I was like, oh, pineapple not a hit. He was like, yeah. He came back, he had orders. As it stands, we need money. But I think somebody is ready to give us the money for the processing. So yes, I started this with something small, less than 2,000 Ghana cedis, but it has become an international product. So you can start something small. So we have our contacts on our products, or you can also call us on 055 4692 468. And also you can reach out to us via our social media handles. We have Joya Foods or Joya Coco, both on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We are not so much on Twitter, but Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, that's fine. You can reach us here. But we do most of it in wholesale, because wholesaling is very, very good. It relieves you from a lot of stress. You produce, it go, and you get your money as well. Yes. For now, dried pineapple has become an international, an export product, which we have orders for that. And I think that is also going to apply to all our other dried fruits. So we are looking, seeing ourselves in the African market through the AFCTA aftermarket, and also in the European market if we're able to meet their requirements. But we are still working on that. And currently we are looking at giving 20% of our market to Accra, and that of Kumasi and Kuforidia, and see how best we can navigate through that market as well. Also, we are building a brand, actually a household brand, a brand that honors life, and a brand that also honors the land we live on. So we pray to have our own farms and also have a bigger space for production. And I'm sure by next year you may not meet us here, because we have other plans, but not even to be in Accra, but outside Accra for our processing, because the space is too small and we have other machines coming in where we don't have a place to put them. So by next year we'll be out of here, and I'm sure you'll be seeing us a lot in the mats and then the malls. Yeah. My name is Joyce Asamoah, team lead for Najo Love Enterprise. And what we do is we have coconut water, bottled one, fresh from the farm. We just bottle, we chill, then we serve our customers. We also have coconut oil. We all know the benefits of coconut oil, especially the cold press for living healthy. We also have coconut flakes. We have both sweetened and unsweetened. And we've sweetened ours with honey, not even sugar. We know what sugar is doing in our body of late and what it causes to our system as well. We also have desiccated coconuts for baking and other things. We also have dried fruits. Usually you find our pineapples and mangoes, our fruit going bad, because we are unable to process it for longer shelf. So we have taken this opportunity to add value to our dried fruits, or the fruits in Ghana, so that we can sell everywhere and also enjoy. Most often, when fruits are in season, You see them here and there, like it's an eyesore to see fruit in season. But after the season, it becomes so difficult for people to even enjoy, let's say pineapple, they are even unable to afford. By we adding value to the fruits, we end up getting it for people or our clients or people for any time and any day they want to enjoy the fruit and also get the benefits of the fruits they are eating. And this is my business story.
Thanks for watching today's episode of My Business Story. If this inspired you, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with someone chasing their own dream. Subscribe for more real stories from entrepreneurs across Ghana and beyond, because every business has a story and yours could be next. See you in the next one.